Do you have a celebrity obsession? And if you do, how far would you go to protect them? That's what this series, co-created by the team behind Atlanta, asks. But is it any good? Let's start with the good. An obsessed Houston-based fan of an R&B artist named Nyjah, played by Dominique Fishback, named Dre, goes to increasingly violent lengths to protect her from people who attack her on Twitter, on other social media, on the news, and takes any chance she get to meet the superstar. Dre's life fully revolves around this artist, and she's a part of an online group called The Swarm, a group of people online that if you say anything negative about this artist, that they will come and attack you, dox you, expose where you live, and just make your life a living hell. Does that sound familiar to you? Well, if it does, it's because Beyonce is the person that they take real life inspiration of from the artist Nyjah, and Beyonce's fan group online, the Beehive Swarm. See the correlation here. They take moments from her career from 2016 to 2018 and give Nyjah all those different things, the tours, the moment in the elevator with Jay-Z. Instead of Jay-Z, it's Cash or something like that, the artist's name, while also correlating real life murders that happened within the same time, and some of the evidence showing that it may have been related to a fan of the artist. All of it is done in a way where it makes you feel like it's a real thing that has happened. It makes you want to Google search what is going on. The series shows the dangers of idol obsession, social media addiction, and the dangers of leaving a young person with misguided, not having anyone that understands her or guide her in the right direction, or to help her through those tough moments when she's confused and not sure who her idols is, who she should be following. And the way the creators, the directors, the cinematographers, the people who make the music play it up, it feels like it's a real thing that's happened, and it immerses you in that way where you're so obsessed to find out what is happening next and why she's doing the things that she's doing as she gets increasingly more deranged and violent. But what you come here to watch is Dominique Fishback. She is absolutely phenomenal in this role. Wow, I've seen her in a few other things and I've always thought she was good, but this is her breakout, standout performance. She is super committed to this role as Dre, play this character, this young woman who's obsessed with this artist, going down and spiraling. And you're like, you could tell that this girl just needs some help. She just needs an adult that will try to understand her and protect her, but no one is doing it. You just want to pull her out of from the TV and hug her because she seems like could be a good person, but she's so lonely. She's so obsessed with this artist that she reveres as a god because she feels like she's the only one that understands her. And Dominique Fishback understands the assignment. Everything that she needs to do to play this role, she does it, but then takes it to another level. And then takes it to another level and just keeps going up and surprises me with her performance. And in the beginning, you're kind of uncomfortable. You feel like it's weird because you're not too sure how the tone of the show is and what the character is all about and why she's doing all these things. But as the series progresses and you get more backstory, you see her motivations of why she's doing things, and you understand what the show is talking about, because we all know someone that's obsessed with an artist and they go real hard online, and how we see people on Twitter and Instagram and all these other social medias give death threats to people who don't like a certain artist, or if somebody does something they don't like. This is those kind of people, but just take it to the next level. And we've heard stories of fans sneaking into people's houses and hiding in their closets, sneaking in people's houses and attempting to kill certain people that may have done something that they feel like they don't like. Or with Beyonce herself, that fan that ran on stage, something else that's referenced in this, or the rumor that someone bit Beyonce in the face. There's correlations to this thing, and the show uses all those things really, really well to really tell the story that needs to be told here. And the supporting cast here is great, with some standouts from Chloe Bailey playing her foster sister Marissa, Damon Idris, who plays Marissa's boyfriend, and Billie Eilish, the pop singer Billie Eilish, is in this show. When I first heard that she was going to be in the show, I was worried, but she gives a great performance as Ava, a leader of a women's empowerment group. I couldn't believe, I was blown away by how good she was in the show, especially since it's like her first acting gig. After episode 2, I was absolutely obsessed to figure out what was going to happen next, with each episode having a different setup but having the same motive. Dre trying to protect Nyjah, or thinking that she's protecting Nyjah from an online troll, or trying to find a way to meet the elusive R&B star. Now let's get into the bad. So with the first episode, I think it's the weakest out of the bunch. It's 7 episodes in total, and the way it's structured, the tone and the acting and how everything is being put forth, everything feels like a random bunch of events, and you feel like it doesn't really tie into each other, and it can be confusing to get into a groove with the show in the first episode, but it ties it all together in the end and makes it really interesting, makes you go, whoa, okay, I need to see how this moves on going forward. And like I said, once episode 2 hits and moving forward, I was obsessed. So it is a rough start, but after that, it gets going really well. And the last 2 episodes are vastly different from the rest of the series, which episode 6 being like a documentary style, making it feel like the murders and everything that's going on are real. And it just take very big risk with that episode. And then episode 7 has this weird quality to it that's very different from the rest of the series, but still ties into all the themes and what's going on, and ends the show in a way that will definitely be divisive and will be debated amongst viewers. I'm not 100% sure those episodes in the show all work together with the rest of the series, but I know I was highly entertained and I enjoyed them. So there's something that I would have to unpack further, but overall, I still think that they did a really great job still landing the point of what the series is about. Let me get to my verdict. So this show is a mixture of like Atlanta, You on Netflix, and the show Stalker. You know, taking the atmosphere and the surrealism and the writing and the comedy and everything from Atlanta, the way Joe Goldberg is in that show and how he's obsessed with a woman in that is just same way Dre is obsessed with Nyjah. And then Stalker, how that get into the mind of the stalker and why they're so obsessive and their background and how they go about doing different things. A lot of that is in here as well. So if any of that interests you, sounds interesting, I think you should definitely check this out. I think this is one of the most unique shows of the year. It's absolutely unhinged and insane as it progresses through the series. I think it's one of the best series of the year so far. Well, with that said, I'm going to give Swarm a B+. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What would you rate Swarm if you saw it? Drop your favorite unhinged moments down below. And if you've not seen the show, let me know in the comments below if I pushed you towards checking it out. It's 7 episodes, 30 minutes each. Some episodes maybe 40, so it doesn't overstay its welcome. I binged this like one day, and it was nuts. But like the video if you like my review, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified of my reviews, reactions, ranking lists, live discussions, and more. You can catch more of my content right now.